Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants, brought to you by W.GG. Ringside Rants, 10% off. W.GG. Get your W energy drinks on, people. I am just Mike as usual, and to my right we have Bad Karma, also known as Josh, and below me
Yeah.
we have Jat, the musical maestro of Louisiana, and welcome back, Spicy Phil, after a week of non being here. How the fuck are you, gentlemen? How are y'all?
He's
I'm
back.
good. I just moved to my new place. I'm still some progress needs to be done, but it's tiring, but it's all worth it.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. We were doing some last minute
Yeah.
situations of looking at the ticket lineup for Sacrifice in March of 27th and 28th of at the Ilario Center in New Orleans, and trying to finalize some stuff for this weekend so that way we could have our,
Tickets.
yeah, tickets, and people will come in and everything. That way everything will be taken care of in
How's it going,
advance.
country? Long, good to see you again, man.
Yeah, late
Oh,
show tonight,
yes. Yeah, we ran a little late. Everybody fell asleep.
Yeah,
except for this guy.
I fell asleep on my couch waiting for you guys, watching Game of Thrones and everything.
Oh,
Also, special shout out to Justin Paul Sports. Today is his actual birthday.
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
man. We
country.
love you,
That
brother.
is true. Happy birthday, country. I'll drink a swig of this Bohemia for you. Which, in case y'all don't know, it's Mexican beer. Puts Modelo to shame.
And also want to shout out to my friend Yurik. He says hi. I'll ask for
Still
Yurik.
lucky.
Maybe. Squirrel.
Ask and ye shall receive.
In key on three.
Ain't he? Oh no, it's gonna be like hat. Big birthday, day.
To you.
But
It's gonna
but
be like
yeah,
it's gonna
though,
be a quick one. It's gonna be like one,
yeah,
a
for
two,
those who don't
a
know,
one,
where I
two,
wasn't
three.
here last
Happy
week,
birthday.
I was doing this, well, also sleeping, and also a lot of other things, work's been a little crazy and everything, but I I officially moved in, and things are great. I even got this. My sister even got this out of the shit for me.
What is that? Is that
A
Batman?
huge ass looks like '89 Batman.
No,
No,
it's
that's
Christian Bale Batman.
yeah, Christian Bale, Batman.
This is the Dark Knight trilogy Batman. I even got my giant ass Darth Vader my mom got me a few years ago. Nice, refurbished, and clean.
I could have showed all
I had
that at the
that
end
one.
of the show.
Yeah, nice.
I had that one. That's cool. Yeah, that thing's huge. It's about like that big.
Yeah, these things go like 30 or 40 bucks on
It's-
eBay and shit.
It's huge.
That's what she said.
Huge news. Huge.
Huge news.
Huge.
If you know,
It's-
you know.
It's huge.
Huge.
So
He always
yeah.
looks like he's playing an accordion all the time.
So Seth Rollins will be at Mania.
Yes, that is the news. That Rollins is cleared. That's why they brought the Masked Man angle back. A lot of WWE news. And I don't know if you want to call it spoilers, but I've got 3 or 4 things that happened.
Oh.
Wow. And that
Hello.
He got banned by WWE by spoiling.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, the ringside rants thing came up, and I could hear y'all the whole time.
That's weird, man.
All right. Well, let me get back to it. But Seth Rollins is cleared. He is going to be at Mania. So the planned match now. What we should talk about, I guess, is the original plans.
Yeah,
Was
versus
that
Reigns.
the original plan was going to be Rollins versus Reigns, and on the other side, Punk and Cody. Well, all that got screwed up when Rollins got taken out. So Punk and Reigns is definitely happening. And on the other side, you're getting Drew and
Gunther.
Is it
It was
Gunther? No, Gunther's on Raw. It's gonna
I
be a
thought it was.
SmackDown guy.
I thought they said that they were moving Cody into that position because Rollins is not going in that position. The plan is to do Rollins versus Braun Breaker at Mania, but there's one big problem.
Braun
And
Breaker has a hernia.
if everybody has been watching, Braun Breaker's barely been in the ring, was barely in the Rumble. They set up story, and then Adam Pearce sent him home. He's got a hernia, so he just had surgery, and that's a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks if things heal right. So now, yet again, the match is in question, but that's some of the big news that I've got.
That's what he gets for fucking flipping that table real fucking hard.
Well, I think it's just something that happened, man. They somebody had mentioned the angle it might have happened in, but I just think these things happen. But anyway, yeah, that's one of the big pieces of news we have. So
And
yeah, I could throw a Rich into things, but that would be a good match to have. I think a lot of people would be more invested in that, considering there's no title on the line. I think that would have a lot of people invested that are into the product, that are into WWE.
Yeah, the story build up that's going on right now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I think that would be a good thing.
Yeah,
I
well-
would care about that more than either of the other two title matches personally.
What do you mean, Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee ain't a match, man? You don't want to see that at WrestleMania?
Not really, because AJ's definitely going to win. But that I was talking about the other two men's title matches. I give a shit less about. It should have been Punk and Cody, which I believe that was the original plan. And Rollins and Reigns, I care less about. Rollins and Punk, we've seen it already, and I don't really care for it anyway. Reigns shouldn't even be there. Reigns should be in a minor program, not going for. Oh, the other plan is Reigns is going to hold the title for a whole year on hostage while he's a part timer as well.
again,
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. I'm thinking, not official. I think Punk is going to tween and go heel in this angle or after. That's what I think because they're low on heels. Reigns is all the way babyface. Rollins comes back. He's going to be a babyface. You don't have a KO to break it up. They're not going to turn Sammy right now. I think Punk's going to be the first one, and I think Cody's going to be the shock heel turn later on to screw somebody over. When? I don't know. I think that's your two big stars you got to make heels because life be getting stale in the EU. I bet Phil loves me saying that.
yeah, I agree with that. And then and Punk can always pull it off a heel. He's always been a good heel. When he goes heel, he's always been a good heel.
Yeah, just like Cody's y'all never. I don't think maybe Phil did. I don't think any of y'all.
You know, as a heel, and I watched. I
Are
watched
we-
the Ring of Honor episodes on the Ring of Honor Club,
Yeah, and when he was in New Japan, Cody was an amazing heel.
and Ring of Honor too, as well. Like,
Yeah.
in New Japan, but
I caught the tail end of that era, and I was like, I caught the tail end of fuck the revival.
Yeah, that whole year, Cody got like his indie run, they call it. He got Wrestler of the Year for that shit. You know, I mean, he paved the way for guys like what I'm calling him Ryder again, but what's Matt Cardona? He paved the way for guys like that, and I mean Jeff Hardy did it. I mean Matt Hardy did it before Cody, but well, not really indie, but TNA with his broken gimmick. But when Cody did kiss the ring thing and Bullet Club is fine, the whole wrestling world was buzzing about him. Not talking about WWE, they're talking about him.
Bullet Club is fine. It's fine. Stop asking me about it. Bullet Club is fine.
Wasn't really that dramatic. It was just Bullet Club is fine.
Well,
And it turned out he was not the one to screw over the Bullet Club.
the part where where they did an episode of BTE where they invaded Raw. where they parodied DX invading Nitro.
Yeah.
I had heard about it, never saw it.
Vince was pissed.
I guess so. The young buckaroos.
He tried to do a cease and desist on the Too Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And
They still do it.
That's when House of Torture started doing it upside down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was also a great time because Hangman Hangman was kind of taking Cody's side, and Hangman was a terrific heel. He so should have came into AEW like that. I mean, or they never given him a run like that in AEW. He was a tremendous fucking heel. What a waste.
Two.
Well, no, he
Cody or
did
Hangman?
when he went heel on AEW.
Hangman's a ruthless heel too. I mean, look what he did. I see this stuff, but I also like when he burned down Swerve's house.
Yeah, but that's not this. Y'all would have had to just seen it. It came off real, and he was just such a good heel when he was in Bullet Club and started like just. It looked like he was signed with Cody against Omega and the Bucks and all of that. And he had a great match too with some brutal table spots. It was just a good time.
So, yeah, a lot to unpack this week because you also had a AAA event that went on.
Yeah, I got to see it. I saw Mr. Iguana running around in his green and black ref suit, yelling at my favorite chick with the big ass.
Not Lola Vice, right? No.
There's these two thick chicks that wear masks in AAA. They're awesome.
La Arena.
I don't know her name, but I love them asses. Them two chicks with the big monster asses.
Oh yeah, I think
they know it too.
I think I met her.
They know it too because they always pointing at us like, yeah, they know it.
Yeah, I think. Actually, no, I met her. I got a picture with her. Jordan, I got to touch her.
I don't care if you got to touch her. I want to die. I want dead by snoo from her. I want to die up in that thing.
He likes to torture me with Mina. I know how you feel.
Oh, I love Mina too. Yeah, Mina's the one I would marry. This one, this one's a definite fuck.
The views of Jordan does not reflect. Well, it does.
They do. But.
Yeah, and my views make very good sense if you're a heterosexual male. But if you're like Josh and you're on the fruity side and don't want the big booties, then you're...
No.
The views
don't get me wrong, but we got.
Hey, you put your foot in that one. You put your foot in that one. I can smell it from here, bro. You put your foot in that one.
Yeah, it happens.
Squirrel.
Why?
No squirrel.
No
Anyway.
squirrel.
What? All right. So we got the big debacle with Braun Breaker, fucking dropping his nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, he actually should have won the Rumble.
Yeah, we have back
Florida Rollins. Obviously, I'm guaranteed that wasn't Rollins in the mask, but I'm guaranteed he's back. He's gonna be using that gimmick.
Oh, he's all. Oh, you wait till he uses it and pulls the mask off. That's gonna happen on a Raw or SmackDown. But yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed he's gonna be cleared for Mania in time. That's pretty much guaranteed.
What about the original El Grande versus the other El Grande American?
Spider-Man. One is definitely taller than the other, so I think it's dumb.
Well, the thing is that I was watching that AAA event, and man, they were booing the shit. That crowd does not like
Chad Gable,
the OG Grande, aka Chad Gable. They do not like him.
I don't think the gimmick would have worked without Kaiser doing it like he did.
Because,
I don't think it would have worked
because he could speak Spanish.
Well, that's why they love him. Of course, he can speak the language. But I think good old Gable might be V1. V1 might be getting the boot.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a mask versus mask.
Yeah, what if they do that? What if they do mask versus mask? Even if they do AAA, it would go even stupider. And then they take off the mask and it's Gable, and then he gets rid of the gimmick, but he can move on to something else. And the modern day El Nacho Grande Mio can stay as he is.
Yeah, because honestly, he is so over. He is so over in that country.
So one's actually more authentic. The other one's, not more like generic.
That's right, Phil.
Get close to the mic.
You're way back there.
Generic and
Phil's
one
trying to talk to
Taco
me
Bell
from-
Grande.
Phil's trying to talk to me from the other side of that tunnel y'all got under the water in Alabama.
I'm in Mississippi. Doink.
It sounds like you're trying to talk in that tunnel that you go from Mississippi to Alabama under the water. It sounds like you're all around the other side.
Talking about the one in Mobile.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. You're on the opposite side trying to talk to us.
Talking about in the Mobile Bay where you're headed to Pensacola at.
Yes. Fly it. Sound effects in dual stereo. Thank you, Josh.
And
All
was
right,
yours?
Brock Lesnar is in some little bit of backstage. It's Brock, so like it matters. In some backstage heat for his actions in the Rumble.
No selling.
Yep, the 2 or 3 guys he went through, which a few people said they loved the spot and it looked great because he looked dominant because that's what Brock does. So, I mean, they seem to be more angry about it being Dragunov that hit him with the hard chops and he just looked at him and screamed like it was nothing and New Japanned him in a way. He strong styled him. Yeah, Phil, I don't know if you realize what he walks away when we need him. Fly it. Fly it. I was gonna say I want to know what Phil thought of if he heard that Brock went strong style.
So Brock actually went strong style.
He went strong style on three or 4 guys. Then he got to Dragunov, and Dragunov looked like the little girl It looked like the little girl beating on Ishii. Dragunov hitting Brock.
And Dragunov can do some major chops to Brock.
Yeah, he gave Brock a bunch of stiff chops. Brock looked at him like he was stupid and just hollered like a beast, and then tossed him out.
He's like, ah! And you see Dragunov like, oh shit! Woo.
Yeah, backstage didn't a few supposedly a bunch of wrestlers made comments about that was not cool.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's the new Gen Z or late Gen Y wrestlers crying because they didn't like what they saw. What was it years ago? The baseball movie with the chicks? There's no crying in baseball. And Tom Hanks said that.
League of Their Own.
There's no crying in wrestling.
Well, I kind of noticed it too. And it's like, I don't know if they planned it like that or it just came off like that.
Somebody answered their phone.
Snake! You know that's what it is. It's Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, because I remember watching that spot. I was like, I don't know if they planned it out like that or just the way it came off. I was like, but my first reaction is like, wow, Brock Lesnar no sell Dragunov.
They didn't want it like that, but he did. It's Brock. Who's gonna stop him?
But at the same time, the way it carried off, I'm like, okay, I can see it. So,
You back now, Phil?
Yeah, my mom thought someone was upstairs with me. She realized, like, hello, podcast.
oh.
Squirrel for Phil's mom.
Yeah.
Squirrel for Phil's mom. From upstairs. That's my best NBA jam. From upstairs.
From downtown.
Yeah, that's what I was copying. Yeah, I was trying to yell at you, Phil. Snake.
Phil.
But, so what else is I know there's some still fallback from you said the next thing is about Triple H getting some heat as well.
That I heard. You got to talk to Mike. I haven't heard or read a damn thing about that.
Supposedly, TKO is not happy with the way WrestleMania has been drawn out. They've changed the plans numerous times, just like Vince McMahon would change it numerous times back whenever Vince McMahon was in charge. They're saying they're having the same type of problems they're having with Triple H back whenever Vince McMahon was in charge. The WrestleMania hasn't sold completely out. They're still selling tickets, but they're slower to develop. Hence, not only did they last year just go to Las Vegas and do the same WrestleMania show that they're trying to do this year.
Well, it's TKO's fault.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's 100%.
Mike just reminded me of news I forgot, which I will talk about after.
and they're saying that they want that to be the hub, like Jordan was saying earlier, like for months they wanted that right there to be the hub, and they don't realize that
They're
Las
breaking
Vegas,
tradition.
Las Vegas's tourism is declining every single year.
It
And
costs to go party in Vegas.
In this
It
economy, in this fucking inflation, no, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah. And who wants to pay $500 for one night and a nosebleed? Nobody wants to pay that.
I'd rather listen to Josh to Mike's farts than deal with that shit.
yeah,
No offense.
it happens.
Josh, do Mike's farts.
While you're on it, he just reminded me. WWE and TKO just passed a new rule. And this is to do with WrestleMania, that ballrooms and other places like streaming parties are not allowed this year. And it doesn't matter if you have Netflix. Netflix don't have the license to do it. So even if you pay for it, no one is allowed to stream or have any kind of watch party for WrestleMania officially. Ballroom or theater or event, they put their foot down this year.
In a 50-mile range.
Yes, I heard 10.
It was 50.
Outside of the city that they're in.
Well, I heard it's gonna be further spread too, though. But they're not gonna allow watch parties or
Hey, what's up,
ballrooms
Anthony? Is it your birthday, Jordan?
at midnight. But tomorrow we're doing my birthday show, but at midnight.
Yeah,
How you knew that,
birthday is
Bill?
tomorrow, but for Ron, we'll sing happy birthday. But right now, as of today, it is our buddy Country in the comments.
I got like
It's
six
his
people
birthday.
I got 6 people their birthdays today. Actually, it's not true. 8.
So you telling me that in the city of Las Vegas they can't have a watch party?
Nope.
I heard that it was gonna be more widespread than that, but I mean, who are you gonna watch people?
Is it within a 50-mile range?
I was heard 10 when they first said it. They said within a 10-mile radius.
God, that's some petty ass shit, man.
I knew it was coming.
Greedy as fuck, dude.
TKO don't give a fuck about nobody but making that Skrilla, bro. They don't give a shit. And Vegas, that's all their buddies. Almost all of the board members live there. And I forget the number I gave y'all forever moons ago on this show. The percentage that they get cut off of taxes by having Mania in Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 3 point something to 4 point something that they don't have to pay because they're in Vegas and so many members are on the board. So yeah, you're looking at Vegas until they realize it's gonna be a bust. They want to do Vegas every like 3 years and then one place away once every like 4 years. It's a dumb move. It's
the disaster that with fucking the Royal Rumble, all them empty seats, and the cameras kept showing it. Cameras kept showing it.
Supposedly they did that one side didn't have people. The rest of the sides did have people, but the way the lights looked made it look like there was no one there. So they went fancy with the lights and it hurt them. The LED lights running up the stairways, fucked them up. So hopefully they learned their lesson. Because I got to see shots.
It looked a lot more, and you could see it in the background. Even with the ring match, you could see empty seats all over that place.
The side that went the highest.
Yeah, if you're looking at the prices of the WrestleMania at Vegas, which is like $500 just for nosebleeds, I can't imagine how much them tickets costed over there.
I would say double. Unless they went cheap on purpose to try. And I did see some non-Middle Eastern looking people in the seats. I did. Because I got a good look at the crowd. People took shots of stuff. The side that was smaller with the box seats instead of the side that went up that looked dead like you saw, Josh, that other side into the ring had people to the ceiling later on in the night. They did. But the side you saw had all the, like in the women's match, that side was empty. The side that went the highest.
Yeah. Well, the camera view, like right in the beginning, the camera view, right when the women's Royal Rumble, empty seats. Empty
Mhm.
seats.
There were still empty seats at the men's Royal Rumble match too.
Yeah, and there was, and I will never forget
The
the
drone
drone
flew around.
flyby of the thing. You see it. You can see it. Anthony's asking, what? Welcome, hey, Anthony, what's going on?
Yo, Anthony,
Sorry,
it's
we're
it's
not ignoring
almost
you, but let's see.
almost my birthday. Not yet. At midnight tomorrow night will be that. But
Some deal
this
with the Netflix. So the deal with Netflix did fully go into the pay-per-view part. What you're saying is why the stream.
All
Okay,
right.
he's talking about like
So the deal with Netflix did fully go
Mania
into pay per view part, or what you're saying? That's why they're streaming any pay per views, including SummerSlam and Mania, or is it just Mania? Actually, they've been streaming for over a year now for the rest of the world except for the United States.
Yeah, Netflix is worldwide. Like you could catch everything on there if you get a VPN in the US, you can watch whatever. But they got everything for overseas. But no, the main reason I don't know if you heard what I said. The main reason they do in Vegas is they get a huge,
Tax
massive
break.
tax break, and almost all the board members for TKO live there. They get like at least a 3.5 tax break on Mania alone. That's
Mhm.
millions of dollars when you're talking about millions on millions of dollars.
yeah. Uh, Also, another reason why they're choosing Vegas is because the tourism spots. But like for other areas, it's like there's the way they're doing WrestleMania now. It's getting so big that eventually it's going to be stadiums, like full blown stadiums, like they've been doing. That's why they can't host one in Chicago because we don't got a big enough stadium.
And because let's not forget, New Orleans got ripped off of Mania because they took it to put it back in Vegas when they promised it to New Orleans. That means don't be surprised if in a year or two, the first place outside of Vegas to get one is they return the favor and give something to New Orleans. Don't be surprised. And if y'all want to talk about the tourism aspect, that's it. That's
Yeah.
that's one of your big four. I mean, our
Yeah.
stadium is shot. We need a new stadium badly. And you can't really increase the size of the stadium by much because of where it's built. Back in the day, it was one of the best in the world. Today, it's not.
It's like a
So
Mercedes Benz Dome.
It's dilapidated, bro. We're behind the times. We're not in the future anymore. Mercedes
Mhm.
Benz is in the past.
well, I know they're supposed to come to Indianapolis sometime soon because when they made the announcement to that. I know Indianapolis is supposed to get a WrestleMania, a Rumble, and well, they already did the Rumble and SummerSlam. So I don't know when they're going to do it because next year, God, next year is going to be such a disaster for WrestleMania. Nobody's going to go.
Well,
If we're looking at how the Rumble turned out, who's going to go? Who got the money to fly out to this shit?
I will tell you one reason I'd love to be in Vegas. New Japan and Stardom are going to be tearing it up WrestleMania week in Vegas.
Yeah.
Two separate shows. I would so say fuck Mania and go to both of those. Phil would be right there with a meet and greet for every Stardom girl there is. You bet he would run Josh over to get to Starlight Kid and get an autograph.
Or Saya. I have to admit, Starlight Kid, she is awesome.
I know you love Starlight Kid. She is great, especially how young she is.
I'm gonna write a letter and put
Yeah, man, she is
give
freaky.
Phil a photo and put him
She
on
is
the
freaky.
wrestling list.
Okay, I mean,
Why can I get an autograph?
I think the next place to get a permanent residence for either Rumble or possibly a SummerSlam is Miami because of what Stephen Ross did for the Miami Dolphins Stadium. Dude,
Where's the place they did the Rumbles at that same baseball field for a few years in a row?
Tampa.
They should keep that because the dugout, the way they walk, I thought that was a great venue for Rumbles. They should keep that for the Rumble. They should.
Well, they're bringing Backlash back to Miami.
That puts them in Florida. Maybe they'll try something different for the Rumble. I don't know. Maybe they'll try Cali or something, or further up on the East Coast. Towards
It'd
maybe
be nice if Louisiana or New Orleans got a Rumble.
we haven't had one since the one where I'm pretty sure because 2 or 3 of my people went. The one where it was Kane and what you call from baseball was in the ring, or Drew, or either that or Drew Carey.
You talking about with Pete Rose?
It was either the Pete Rose one or the Drew Carey one where Kane got into it with him. One of those two in the early 2000s. That was like the last Rumble we had because Kenny and all of them were at the show. And that's the thing they remember the most.
Now we need another one. I'd go to a Royal Rumble if it was in New Orleans and the tickets wasn't so stupidly expensive.
Yeah, well, if it wouldn't be TKO and tickets are insane, the Rumble is one of the more exciting whether it goes good or bad in the end. The Rumble is one of my favorite WWE matches because you don't know who's going to come out and how it's going to go. That's if I had to watch one thing from WWE, it would be that. And no, I'm not counting the War Games because they didn't create that. If it was
WCW.
If it was WCW War Games, I'd be in the front row before I'd run over all three of y'all to get there. That was my favorite as a kid. Was the War Games for WCW. I read that as Home Depot.
I did too. Not Lone Depot. See, I'm a Marlins fan, so I know Lone Depot Stadium. What is that? Saudi?
Yeah,
That's the
empty
seats.
seats in Saudi.
That was that side that went up high that had all those empty seats. To your left of that arrow, that's all packed.
Yeah, but the thing is, it was directly in front of the camera. Well, they grabbed all the loose people and started pushing them all the way over there. I know they could do it because it's controlled by Saudi military. Like, come on, get the cattle prods, move the motherfuckers.
They fucked up. At 10-1, they asked the local, and local was, oh, it's good, it all sold, it's all filled, and they probably took their word on it, and then they were screwed by the time they went live.
Mm-hmm.
And at 10-1, the Saudis did buy that shit and didn't even show up.
I don't blame them. Shit, it's terrible. It was a terrible fucking pay-per-view.
Well, I mean, over there they got. I mean, the majority of them. I don't know how to say it, but a lot of those people got a lot of money. Is not the average, but I almost want to say the Sultan-looking ones. They got some bank, bro. Oil is money.
Yeah.
Like shit, like every one of them owns oil fields. So, but yeah, I know that
you grab the water.
I know if you go back right before the men's Royal Rumble part,
you did the drone shot.
That drone flyby, you just see all them empty seats. I'm like, why the fuck did you do that camera angle? Why?
That was on WWE right there. That was stupid.
That is a disaster. Like they seriously need to rethink next year's WrestleMania. They need to rethink it real fast because they can't. I'm guaranteed. You know what? I'm gonna look this up.
All right. Well, while you look that up, Anthony asked a question. I don't know about original concepts, but I think NXT needs badly a King of the Ring. I think that would benefit NXT greatly. A King of the Ring, and you earn a title shot because they don't really have a Rumble. That like 2 to 3 to 5 people are allowed in the regular Rumble. I think they should have a men's and women's King and Queen of the Ring. You don't even have to do them both at the same time. Do them in different parts of the year, and then the winner would get like a title shot. That would be pretty cool.
To Royal Rumble in Saudi.
The main roster wouldn't have to do King of the Ring every year. But I would give that to NXT.
2026 Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia started around $20 for general admission, going up to about $390 for VIP packages. Some people reported prices over $100 for standard seating, depending on demand.
Wow.
They went cheap because they were trying to get the people to fly over there to go to the show. They want that tourism. They want people to go see the beautiful progressive city of Riyadh.
Okay, so it said at the most was 300. I ain't questioning that.
I'm not. I could believe it because not only could they afford it, but they want to get those. Oh shit! Now we lost Josh. So Mike's gone. We just lost Josh. Anyway, I guess I'll finish up the rant on that. So, Saudi wants the people from all over the world to go fly over there, and Jeddah's the big city and all that over there. It's all futuristic. They want that tourism money. It's just like Live Golf, LIV Golf. For people that don't know what the hell that is, they
I'm
feel
good.
like,
No, I wouldn't be caught dead in that country. No offense.
well, that's why they created their own golf league and they pay all these big players. Does it suck? Yeah, but they want their own piece of the pie. That's why. Don't be surprised if TKO decides to get out of this thing eventually and sell the company. Saudi buys the company and they hire Vince to run it in his old age. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised one bit.
And I can see it.
Yeah.
WWE is going to be a train wreck.
TKO's in there for the fucking money. I don't know why we lost Josh. What he thinks he's doing. We got to find him. But
What?
I don't know. We lost. That's you, Mike.
Yeah.
We lost Josh about 60 seconds ago.
Oh shit, my bad. I'll bring him back.
From what I understand, unless I miss shit, this last Royal Rumble was like one of the only Riyadh shows. Because I remember the big, beautiful progressive city of Jeddah, beautiful progressive city of Vince was having them say it every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Every Raw and I mean, I thought this was the first or second Riyadh show.
Now, getting back to what I was talking about, the ticket prices, you got to realize, okay, they made it a little bit affordable to go out there, but at the same time, how much is a plane? You got to realize how much a plane ride.
Do like any American women want to cover themselves?
Yeah, that then plus you got if you're flying out there with your spouse, you got your spouse got to dress a certain way. Then at the same time, you got to get a plane ticket. I'm pretty sure that plane ticket's like over $1,000.
From what I understood and from what I saw in the crowd, women were allowed to not have they didn't have to have their faces covered. I don't think you're allowed to show much skin, but you don't have to wear the face covering if you're a guest. I don't think.
But I'm talking. This is like you got to figure in the cost of a plane ticket, cost of a hotel room, how much it is to cost out there. I mean, I'm pretty sure inside the main city, everything is it's like going to any other city. Everything is jacked up, but you go outside the city. I don't know. You might get kidnapped right there.
There's no point in leaving a place like Jeddah. You've got everything you could want there. You got to think about it, dude. Flying from say the UK or Germany or anything like that is not that far away like it is for us. You know, that's a big. Tell Mike the prices of the tickets. He might not believe you.
The most expensive ticket was almost $400. And the lowest price was like $20
For Rumble.
For the Rumble. That's what I was looking at, and I'm like,
and I said, yeah, because they want that fucking tourism. They want you to fly there, and that's what they want. They want tourism, and I want my bottle opener, and I found it.
And I'm like, what? And I'm like thinking to myself, what ticket was $20?
Those seats you saw that way empty. The back section.
I'm like, shit.
By the way, that was $400 VIP, Mike. The VIP was only $400.
But
over here, we got to pay for.
Okay, they made the tickets affordable, but it's like I said, you got to get a hotel room, you got to get the plane flight, and you got to have your passport, and then plus, I think there's a special if you go to the Middle East at any junction, you got to have special permission to go. If I'm not mistaken, Mike.
I don't think you do. I think you just have to be accepted by their government.
Yeah,
clean record. Anthony, I don't know the answer to that question, man. I don't know the ins and outs of Saudi. I know wrestling, not Saudi law and country.
Well, Anthony brought this up. He's watching Gabriel Iglesias as he was telling stories about doing. Well, he didn't do the show for Riyadh. He did it. He did it for Kuwait. Now, Kuwait, you got to have special permission. You gotta be invited.
Now, wait a minute. That's something I do know there. Us and Kuwait are like this right now. Our number one base is over there in Kuwait, and we're building a base up here in the north to northwest where Kuwait's getting they're getting training and we're kind of doing a swap here. They're getting training and some planes and all of that. So we're cool with Kuwait right now. Kuwait is like our number one Middle Eastern partner.
Yeah, but getting to this soon to be. Well, we still got a year to go, but yeah, this next WrestleMania is going to be a disaster. It's going to be if the Royal Rumble was looking like this, what's WrestleMania going to look like?
2 nights in Saudi. Two. Who's going to go back?
Then at the same time, are they going to do that little fucking non-regulated bullshit stadium they built? And I'm like, and you know what? I'll be honest. They're probably that's probably a life-saving thing that they didn't have a full stadium. I guarantee that some bitch would have collapsed.
Josh so swears that thing is not OSHA approved.
It ain't. How do you put in 100-some-odd-thousand seat stadium in a month? Man?
It's not like these Olympic stadiums like a lot of these countries do for the Olympics, and they just leave them to rot afterwards.
Yeah, you got to realize
China did the same thing.
Once a city gets nominated for the Olympics, they got 4 years to build for that. 4 years to build like a stadiums or the area for it and all that. Then after the Olympics are over, they abandon it. But like I said, for that WrestleMania, you could see the time lapse. The way it's all scaffolding.
I can tell you definitely that arena they built is not big enough to host opening night in the Olympics. It's not.
Yeah. Oh no. Like I said, that Riyadh the Saudi stadium they built is like, yeah, they're probably lucky they didn't have a full turnout, because I guarantee that was some Final Destination shit waiting to happen.
Could have been.
Josh has been hung up about that stadium from day one.
Dude, it's scary, man.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't make me think of Final Destination.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit my ass in their stadium. So I don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry. That's the Latin in me looking at it as like, I'm sorry, that shit's not sturdy.
I was a carpenter, dude.
I know. Slow day with wrestling this week, man. WWE, it's just one big clusterfuck.
Yeah,
they've got all the news this week. I mean, unless do we want to? Before I'm saving one big story for the end. Do we want to talk about Ricochet carrying on online, saying that WWE kills hopes and dreams and takes away your love and treats wrestlers horrible, and the names he named that they ruined, and that the WWE's supposed to be a little bit more pissed at that than Brock.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, the names he named, like Nakamura, he pretty much said WWE takes wrestlers' legacies and destroys them from where they've come from and what names they've built up. And that's true in a way, but Tony Khan is not innocent of this at all.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm more angry with certain New Japan talents that he's ruined and not used full potential out of than you go to WWE, you expect them to shit on you because they've been around forever and they're like, you're going to do what we want you to do. They tell you that. So that's why Stephanie McMahon fired Sabu. They wanted Sabu to read. They wanted him to do a character and talk. Now, what's Sabu's character, everybody? He don't talk. All right? So they they gave him a sheet of paper, and he's like, I don't do this. I don't talk. And she talked to him, and he went, well, I'm not doing this shit. He threw the papers at her. She got up. She went, okay. And later that day, someone else brought him his shit and said, you fired. He also mentioned a move Jeff Hardy took from him, and he was like, and they told him he couldn't do the move. He says, that's my move. They said, not here it isn't. This is WWE. You do what we tell you. Now, when you've been around for forever, you can bully people and do, and when you're a boss, you can do that. AEW is still brand new off the. I mean, you know, the money still smells brand. The dollar bills are still crisp. They still smell new. You can't just come in and command shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a different world. But what I don't like is Okada is not a special attraction anymore. I mean, that bothers me. Yeah, what? A world-class, one-of-a-kind, generational talent. And he's relegated to bitch. That's disappointing.
He has the title, though.
Yeah, they put a mid-card title on him to be like, here, take that and get out the way. That's kind of like how Becky Lynch holds the IC belt, just not to keep her in the main event, just like they did it for Charlotte for a little while. You pass that off to people to keep them away out your hair and hold them all out of the main the top of the card.
Here's the thing, though. The question is, though, is Okada happy?
Money makes people happy, and obviously he likes the money. Do you think Nakamura was happy in WWE or happy with his family in Florida and his surfing?
He's happy with the money, but wrestling a lot. But when he has his job, he hates it.
Well,
Do you think those two friends would be any different than each other? You think Okada thinks he's wrestling the best he can, being used to the best he can in AEW, or he's like, or the Young Bucks are just telling him, nah, you just coach and we'll get you paid by Tony Khan. So now he's just, okay, bitch.
Yeah. Well, Nakamura, I think he was all right until the Tanahashi situation.
He wants out, man.
He wants out. He wants out now.
They fucked him. They lied to him. He missed his best friend's fucking retirement. What else can you do? What else can you do?
They said, "Oh, we're making up for it with the AJ Styles retirement."
And not to lie, they did. They finally it's still not Wrestle Kingdom 9, but Nakamura and AJ finally had a good fourth match. Took 4 matches, or 5, but they finally had a good WWE match to close out the story. It was better than the first 3, which the trilogy sucked in WWE. It sucked ass. Yeah, it was not good at all. With the that's what made me quit watching WWE. The WrestleMania, I loved the Rumble. Nakamura won the men's, Asuka won the women's. That's the year I thought Sami Zayn should have won the men's and been the new Daniel Bryan. But I was like, oh, Nakamura, I'll take this. We finally get AJ and Nakamura at Mania. Vince tells him, tone it down not to make Brock versus Roman 17 look bad. And we got a shit fucking match. And then Charlotte took the streak from Asuka, of all people, the one that didn't need it. That I was done after that. I said, I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. That was it for WWE for me. I follow the news, but I do not watch the shows. I do not enjoy the shows. I will watch clips just to catch up on things. I more or less listen to the news and who comes and goes in the company, so I know what talent's available and who's where. That's it. It's a thing.
Oh yeah, there is some news though that David Finlay said about Evil. The reason why Evil left is he got beaten by Olympic gold medalists.
I mean, I thought Evil was willing to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably a work that David Finlay said.
Yeah, I think so too, because people were saying Io Sky and him are not together anymore. I got a picture from last WrestleMania of Triple H or Stone Cold or Triple H hugging Io, and who do you think's in the background? AJ Nakamura and Evil backstage. Yeah, I think most people are saying it's a work. They just don't want people in their business, but they never broke up. I think Evil's going over there to be with Io. And I don't think they want to lose Io, especially y'all noticed how in the Rumble in Saudi they only cheered the big stars they knew, right? Y'all noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You either have to be a big name or they have to like you, or else you got crickets. Io Sky got a pop. I watched the match. She got a pop. I mean, she not only she been the workhorse for the women's division for the past year, but she got a pop. I don't think she's going anywhere until the day she's ready to step away. I
Yeah.
think they're keeping her.
I
At
know
least
she came
Triple
out
H.
looking like a yellow Power Ranger.
I think Triple H at least is keeping her for the long haul.
Zelina Vega looked like she was wearing a bra and panties outside her bra and panties that was black and white.
Well, I mean, how about Stephanie Vaquer? I mean, she was like almost see-through of her normal. That was pretty nice.
Oh.
It was pretty nice. I'm sure them Saudi dudes were pitching the tent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she looked. I couldn't.
They're looking at Stephanie Vaquer. I'm like,
That's like
fuck Kimmel.
Florida, not California, Anthony.
But what other news we got? Let's see.
Something Mike brought up now that Anthony was talking about GCW and Sabu. George Janela's going to be fighting just like he fought Sabu. He's fighting Sandman in Sandman's retirement match now.
Was he going to die like 2 months later?
Oh, that's why we're bringing it up. Anthony brought that up in the chat. You know what? I mean, Sabu tried some crazy shit and he died, and now Joey Janela's going to fight Sandman in his final match.
Let's just hope
Sandman, not Sandman. Sabu. What was the official result? It was just drugs in the system.
Yeah,
basically. So
I think he took a bunch of painkillers and shit just to be able to move out there. Because he's been so beat up for so many years.
And Sandman, shit, I can't even remember the last time I seen Sandman do a show. And if he did, it was a limited run. He just come out there and walk right, drink a beer and walk out.
No, Anthony, Nakamura lives down in Florida, and he did move here for the money for his family. They wanted to live over here. The kids like it. His wife likes it, and he loves his surfing. So they like life down here. I think he's just putting up with. I think after his time is up in WWE, I think he's going to knock on Tony Khan's door, and I think we're going to get the real Nakamura back before he's too old.
Yeah,
I don't see why Tony Khan wouldn't let him go full blast and have some dream matches. Not to mention, we never really got that Nakamura-Okada match, and both were leaders of chaos. That would be a big deal.
Ooh.
Nakamura versus
Nakamura babyface, and Okada still being the bit heel.
What about Nakamura versus Ospreay too?
Oh yeah, we never got that.
AJ
Speaking of Ospreay, let's just
talk about AJ going to AEW.
That's what I was going to. We need to talk about that. A lot of people are saying they don't think AJ's pretty much told the WWE staff they're all saying he's done. They would have gave him a contract extension. He wants out. He's done. The question is, do we get a
Ospreay versus AJ Styles?
Well, what do they call AJ? Do we get a phenomenal world tour, final phenomenal farewell?
Great.
Do we get it? Do we get a year of that? Does he do a New Japan? And the two names that keep coming up for AEW is Ospreay and Okada and Omega for AJ, which makes perfect sense because we never really got him versus Omega was in a different weight class and in the Bullet Club.
He was junior heavyweight during that time. So
yeah, he was junior heavyweight and under AJ running the Bullet Club, and Ospreay was also junior and now the main event, which some people are saying. I mean,
AJ did wrestle Ospreay in Rev Pro though.
Yeah, that doesn't. No, who saw Rev Pro? How many people in the chat watch Rev Pro? Yeah, I watch Rev Pro.
Okay, you're right. You have a point because Rev Pro. But then again, Rev Pro's.
No, what everybody's screaming is, what if we got Ospreay versus AJ in Wembley at All In?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to bitch about that?
that's if AJ still do it. As far as I know, AJ's still under contract with WWE, even though he's retired.
He flew the week after his retirement for the weekend to Stanford to WWE headquarters to do some recording for a kind of behind the scenes kind of thing, kind of for a special, and they wanted to discuss his future. So we're gonna find out where that goes. The only way they can hold on to him is if they sign him to a Legends deal, not to go wrestle with anybody else.
Yeah.
But as nice as that is, you don't think Tony Khan would throw just to have him in his company one time?
Yeah.
Not even if he could get the world title on. You don't think he would throw the most astronomical amount of money at the world so he could say for now and forever AJ Styles was under an AEW banner? Then a main event like that?
Yeah, I could see that, but at the same time, if he truly wants to retire, I still think he's going to go to TNA and officially retire as a TNA wrestler.
Like everybody said, WWE is damn near cousins with TNA. Now, if he wanted it, he could have had it. And that's why they just said they were willing to offer him an extension and say, fuck the retirement. He was like, nope, I want out. They were willing to give it to him. He could have said, let me stick around and go to TNA. They said they would have signed anything he wanted. And he said, nope, I'm done. So it's going to be one or two things. Either he's signing the Legends deal, he's going to make money sitting at home, do a couple of interviews and not wrestle for nobody, or he's at least going to show up in AEW and Tony Khan's going to pay him probably $1 million for one match, knowing Tony Khan, just so he could say he has him under an AEW banner. Tony Khan might break he might break a record. They may never release the information. This could be the single highest paying match for a wrestler, and Tony Khan will do it. I'm telling you. To have AJ under his AJ Styles AEW alum, Tony Khan will fork out fucking money like he's in Saudi. He will. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if he does $1 million for AJ to wrestle in Wembley. Don't be shocked at all.
Well, he got Ronda Rousey for do one match.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But he didn't pay her hardly shit though.
Well, from what I heard, it was just a favor and a handshake or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is Ronda has come out and publicly stated shit about WWE. A lot. Shit to do with Vince's regime, behind the scenes, shit she didn't like. She's come out and said a lot. So she didn't have friends over there. She was like, fuck them people. So, yeah, there's a big difference there. Whereas AJ still got respect for the other side. Now, I know they would probably feel dirty of him saying he's done, don't want to wrestle and go wrestle again against his word. That's hard to believe with AJ. But that kind of money and a one-off match or two matches. Let's say he does Omega at one and Ospreay at the other, and he goes do a single New Japan match to put over some young kid. That's a hell of a payday, right? I don't know if New Japan could afford it, but that's a hell of a payday.
If anything, if AJ does decide to do this at All In, the only match that would make sense is for him to get some revenge against Omega.
Why revenge?
No, man. No.
How was he kicked out of the Bullet Club?
They don't. It's always a new guy walk. They don't really kick you out. I mean, Finn
they beat his ass out.
Yeah, but kind of, not really. Kind of like the same thing with Balor. Balor lost the match and was all shaking hands with Ricochet and all that crap, and then all of a sudden AJ comes out one move and he's like, "It's my, I'm the man. It's AJ."
No, I seen the match where Balor, where Prince Devitt, aka Finn Balor, was leaving, and because after the match was finished, all he did was get out of the ring, and AJ Styles came in. There was no beating his ass out of the arena.
Right.
They beat AJ Styles' ass out of New Japan before he went into WWE. So I kind of see it like that. It would be a revenge match between him and Omega that we never. I don't think we even got to see.
No, we never got to see that match.
Yeah. So that would be the one match. I was like, if they do All In as like a special match with if Omega goes to All In and is like a mystery opponent, and that would be it.
What about
AJ
this one?
Styles versus Omega.
What about this one though? What if it was a triple threat or a 4-way match? AJ versus Ospreay versus Samoa Joe versus Omega.
It's a little. I don't think you need to. That's the kind of thing you do when you've used up all your talent. You're out of ideas. You need a big payoff after you've used everybody. You don't need to put those 4 guys together. You can separate that and have money matches. You don't need them. Mm-hmm. It's good. Life's quiet. Yeah, you don't need them, but him and Ospreay would be the ones you'd have to do in the UK. That would just be insane because both of them it would be dueling champs. Because AJ was over in New Japan over there in the UK, and Ospreay is over there. It would be insane. I'd have to buy the show. I would have to buy the show. I'd have to. And AJ could put over the newer guy, Ospreay, you know, and the two of them would have a. I mean, I don't think Omega's ever going to be the same.
How you feel about that, Phil?
Oh boy, that dude's all burnt off from moving in.
I know he could hear us. I hope.
I don't think so. I think he's completely out, dude. I heard him snore. You hear him? No, not Josh. You hear him?
Oh, I mean,
Phil.
Mina. Starlight Kid. Well, let's get on to some other news we heard about.
TNA's ratings have improved since their week 1 debacle.
That was not where I was going, but go ahead with that. You talk about that.
Well, I mean, we gotta give some TNA problems, man. We have to.
Go ahead. Talk about it with Josh.
Well, I mean,
TNA. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I can't really comment to this last episodes of TNA because I fell asleep. So
I'm gonna do a teaser after this subject. I have a WrestleMania spoiler match, big match after they talk about this.
Okay, that's kind of different.
Why did YouTube block my comment?
What comment did you make? That you're backstage?
I just put we needed air horn.
And it blocked you?
Yeah. And I'm the admin.
That's terrible. Is that him snoring for real, for real?
I don't know. Too bad we can't crank up the mic on him.
Oh, dude, I could. I could so crank. I could turn the music on, too.
Whoa. Oh, no, we can't put no music on.
I can put Restream music on. It's free. It's all in place.
We didn't. I put the comment that says we needed air horn. Phil.
Welcome.
I got pictures of me not naked.
Phil is subconscious. Wave to the camera, Phil.
Phil, we're in the pool right now.
They're coming to the pool. Put them on the main screen. Not you. Oh, Phil. Oh, Phil. Okay.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
God almighty, dude.
When you had a hard day watching stardom matches.
Well, we got a seal up in here.
But no, man, that's crazy, bro. We really didn't have Phil again tonight.
Yep, you got to take him off in a little while. He's snoring. Yeah, I can hear his snoring outside.
Sorry, guys.
There it goes.
I'm
Dude,
just
how long?
man.
Huh?
Sorry, man. I was snoring.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. We were having fun, dude. We were even talking to you and your conscience.
We're like, we don't make it all.
This is your conscience, Phil. We love you, bro.
They even had
We love
music
you,
going.
Phil.
They even had the music going for you, bro.
Yeah, we did. We even had music. We were even, man. Yeah, it was quiet time with Phil.
I was getting ready to tell you I peed in the pool to wake you up.
All right, so the TNA thing was basically they have moved up in ratings ever since their first week on AMC.
Barely. By a cut hair and a mosquito gnat dick.
Now they've actually moved up 100,000 every week.
You got numbers to back this up because I heard they were doing worse. Or the show was worse.
Wait, whoa, who?
I don't know. At this point, I don't feel like putting on my TV and giving them saying that I was watching them wrestle. I read. I'm sorry. I'd rather go to a bootleg website and watch it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like giving them viewership.
That's how I feel about Mondays and Wednesdays. And the NFL.
Here we go, right here. TNA Impact has seen a significant rise in viewership and ratings since its debut on AMC. The show has averaged 241,000 viewers and a 0.05 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, up from previous weeks. This marks the highest point in both metrics ahead of last week's numbers. The show performance of AMC is particularly notable, as it reaches nearly 60 million U.S. households, providing a larger platform for TNA to potentially grow its audience over time.
Well, so they're challenging AEW, like I said, huh?
Not by much. Not by much.
AEW is hitting 400,000 people.
It's only got 600.
Well, right here, TNA Impact saw another rise in ratings and viewership last week, hitting new high points for its AMC run thus far. Thursday night's episode of AMC scored a 0.05 rating, which I already knew, and 241,000 viewers per WrestleNomics. Those numbers are up 25% and 19.9% from the previous week's 0.04 demo rating and 201,000 viewers. As will always be the case, these numbers do not include AMC Plus or TNA Plus streaming viewership.
So they're moving up, and AEW is losing 100,000 every year since they started.
The reason why they're tuning in to see that ship sink. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why.
They're wondering.
I mean, they're still putting out crap product.
It's not a great product. I will admit that. And this pay-per-view that they got coming up this Friday, I'm going to be honest.
I did hear that their network was happy with their numbers. So just like AEW, they're hitting over their projected numbers.
Yes.
So yeah, looks like Josh's 3-month call is going to go straight down the crapper.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Y'all the ones coming down here to see the crap.
Well, hopefully that this show has a better card than No Surrender. No Surrender has 2 title matches, and both of them are basically slam dunks for the champions. I mean, if they give Trey Miguel a title run after if they beat Stacks, and if you give the title to Ariana Grace, I feel sad for TNA because
I think the show we're going to watch is going to be a nonsense show for after the pay-per-view taping. So it's not going to have any story or make any sense. because it's going to be aired after the live pay-per-view. That's what I think.
Well, see, that's the reason why we're not going Saturday.
Yeah,
No,
because
I
it's all
thought.
TV taping, and they're probably gonna tape the next 2 episodes.
Wait, Friday's the pay-per-view?
Yeah,
Oh shit! I thought Saturday was the pay-per-view and Friday was the taping.
no, Friday's
Okay.
the pay per view. Saturday's
Okay, well now I feel a little better about this. I thought I was like, I'm gonna go the TV taping and y'all can go watch the pay-per-view after. I'm like, I'm not gonna do 2 of them.
Yeah, so you're watching the pay per view first, and then the TV tapings on Saturday.
No wonder the Saturday show's selling like crap or more crap.
'Cause
Yeah,
they
we don't
know
need to
what's
go
gonna
see
happen.
that shit.
Because they don't know what's going to happen on the card.
Yeah, y'all come with me to the local bar. We might get a better fight than TNA. We might get to watch a better fucking fight, depending on who shows up. I might have to invite 3 different towns of people just so they all get into it.
TNA No Surrender card, it's terrible. You get TNA International Knockouts World Championship bouts, plus an 8-man tag team and a high-profile tag team match.
Oh, you might know the reasons, Mike. More news. TNA is suing Gail Kim. How about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. You got any details on that, Mr. TNA?
None whatsoever, man.
Well, that's not good. That's supposed to be your job.
Yeah, I after she disappeared off the face of the earth and was Team WWE, then all of a sudden TNA filed a lawsuit against her.
Yeah, for like a breach of contract or something like that, or something. Basically, like old school 50 shit, like selling spy secrets. Something to that effect.
Channing Stacks Lorenzo versus Trey Miguel and the No Surrender card. 8-man tag team match between the Hardys and the Righteous versus Order 4.
What are we snacking on? I got a plate full of pork chops that came off my grill.
Lucky you. And then you got the TNA World Knockouts Championship, Ying Lee versus Ariana Grace.
Tostitos, that's all I got.
And then you got Mike Santana and Leon Slater versus Nick Nemeth and Eddie Edwards.
And my snack cabinet is stacked right now. Now I'm not even hungry because I've been looking forward to drinking tonight.
That's the whole card I just named. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 matches.
They're gonna throw in some other crap. They have to. It's a pay-per-view.
No, they don't.
4 matches?
Yep, they're going WWE style, man.
Shit, depending on how early we get back, if we might go hit the bar again.
I'm serious, man.
I already finished that popcorn upstairs.
The TNA International Championship and the TNA World Knockouts Championship are the only 2 matches on the card that are for titles. The rest of it's just why.
We lost everybody in the chat. Anybody still here?
Monica's here.
We still got one more piece of news.
Country's probably still celebrating his birthday.
Yeah.
It sounded like he logged off when we started talking about WWE. Either he missed that or he didn't want to hear spoilers. I don't know. I thought he would have liked hearing WWE news, but we got one more. We got one more to the end of the night.
Well, before we get to that, we'll do a little thing for him, and it's the Seattle Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they did.
That was my pick.
Yeah, that was my
29-13.
But Country's pick was the Patriots.
What was he thinking?
Dude, I told
everybody was on Seattle's side for this.
Man, I told everybody Sam Darnold was going to win a Super Bowl.
Okay, there's Anthony. Cool. Okay. Was wondering where everybody went. Everybody in the chat, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe. Dusty Rhodes, give it the bionic elbow as hard as you can, that like button. It's $3.99.
Top rope.
Nothing better than $3.99. Get up to that top rope. Give him the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. Drop the elbow. Because they like it. Yeah.
Cream of the crop always rises to the top. Yeah.
Cream of the crop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't you. Yeah. All right.
Oh man. Th- Everybody don't understand about the way Seattle. Dude, it was Sam Darnold's time. He'll win
Yes.
another Super Bowl. He'll win another one.
And the Vikings are crying. The Vikings are crying. They traded their quarterback.
Dude, they're stupid, man. They were
The
stupid.
Patriots of today do not have, and fuck Brady anyway, and don't have Bill Belichick. It's not the Patriots of back in the day. It's a different fucking team. And
Oh, yeah.
Seattle had it this time. No way around it.
All I know is it was the 40th anniversary of the Patriots getting their ass handed to them on the Super Bowl.
It was nice. It was actually nice.
Yeah. They got their ass handed to them, and it's like towards the end they're like, "Yeah, to bring all our starters off, put all the second placers in."
I watched most of the Super Bowl. The commercials were stupid this year. Didn't make any sense.
I heard the commercials sucked, and boy, is everybody bitching about the halftime. There's so much fighting about whether they liked it or whether they didn't.
It's
So
bad
much.
money.
Well, speaking of that, and this involves wrestling and boxing. I'm not gonna go into the Bad Bunny. I'll admit, I fell asleep earlier in the day, and I woke up and I didn't wake up till like the beginning of the third quarter, so I missed all the first half in the performance. So I never got to see the Bad Bunny performance. But from what I heard, it was all right. That's what I heard. I'm not going to go by that. But with the wrestling aspect, Jake Paul posted up as like, we all need to stand up all this political bullshit and all that. But then his brother, Logan, went on the other side and said, hey, wait a minute, Puerto Ricans are American citizens. And it's technically true. They can't vote in a presidential election.
They're an American. It's part of an American.
They are American citizens.
They're part of an American territory, but that's not. People are taking that issue out of context. The problem is the guy don't speak English, and half the Spanish speaking people can't understand him. That's the problem.
Hell, even Spanish people can't even understand.
That's what I said. They're like, bro, we can't understand you. Like, what the hell are you doing? All I can tell you is for the whole halftime show, he grabbed his dick 80 million times more than Michael Jackson. Two dudes were butt humping on the show. Yeah. They said if they couldn't put captions because almost everything he said was so profane, they said they could technically the FCC could go after him for the language. And it was dude. It was a bunch of dudes on telephone poles. Like where you change the power up, they were on telephone poles, and all people walking with him were in grass. It looked like a bunch of grass walking.
You mean the straw hats?
No, not straw hats. Grass.
They're protesting NIPSCO rates over here in Indiana, so because outrageous electricity prices are out here.
But anyway, people are either saying it was the most unifying, greatest show ever, or it was the worst show ever. Then we had the Turning Point show, which is breaking records on YouTube. It's like the second or third most watched live stream show in history on YouTube. And they're climbing at over 20 million. Oh, no matter how anybody feels about it, and to take the politics out of it, I'm gonna tell you two things no one has thought of, and it's two things I like. One, the Turning Point thing is going to happen again. Why do I like this? Because people deserve choices. And for how many years have we all bitched about where's the acts we want to see in the Super Bowl? Well, they were in California. Where was Metallica? The biggest selling metal band. Why you couldn't have got Metallica up there to play two songs to hell? Why not? Why not?
Why not? Green Day. They got Green. I know they had Green Day open up.
Yeah, and it was not that great, but like So
Well, the thing is that reason I remember MTV had control of the Super Bowl halftime show for a few years until that Janet Jackson incident,
mhm.
and that's when they said, "Hey, yeah, we can't we can't be partying with MTV no more."
Well, there is no more MTV now anyway.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
But Jay-Z has ran the thing for damn near a decade. That's who
He was
picks.
there.
That's who picks the R's. Jay-Z. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
him
we
and Beyonce.
yeah. That
since Jay-Z has been in charge of it, we have gotten no headline rock act or band or anything like that. It's all been rap and pop music. So the turning point thing is such a success. It's going to happen again.
yeah. I
But
remember Madonna did one, and it was horrible.
yeah, Madonna's one wasn't good. But here's the other thing: they could the media could pretend and spin it all they want. People could pretend and unified people. This thing divided all kind of people, and I think it's going to force the Super Bowl's hand to have to do more rock bands. That's what I like. Now it might not be good ones. Remember the year we had Creed? That sucked, but it might. I don't think they've got much of a choice because if Turning Point's going to do country and rock and stuff like that, and they stole X amount of viewers, like it was reported at least 6 million people live switched over. And Bad Bunny's numbers, you have to remember, everybody's bragging about these big numbers. That's people who was already tuned in the second quarter. That's where they start those numbers, kind of like Raw and Nitro used to do with the Nielsen ratings. They would say technically Bad Bunny did not get anywhere near those numbers. That's people that just left the TV on or were already watching. So I think having a choice is good for people, but I also think it's going to maybe make the Super Bowl itself, and they think they diverse. I think we need real diversity. We might get more of what we want and what the hardcore football fans want instead of them trying to go the complete opposite and trying to play to just the girls that don't watch the Super Bowl and pop fanatics and
Well, I
what's
mean,
trending.
think of it like this too, though. What does WWE do at WrestleMania every year? They have a pop act every single year.
They try to cut, and that's I can tell you it's not Vince that did that because Vince had never seen an NFL draft in his life. Someone explained to Vince what a draft was, and he went, "Hot damn it, Paul, that's brilliant. We need one of those." And that's how it really that's really how the first draft happened. Vince had no idea about an NFL draft or what it was. They told him about it, and he went, "Let's do that." And that's really how the very first WWE draft came about. He had no clue. And he went, "That's a great idea." But anything to copy.
great shit.
But let's remember, Vince wanted to start the XFL. And, hey, that's making money. I want in on that. Makes sense, from a business point of view. But they asked the teams before they played. They asked Seahawks and Patriots players. One guy could name Bad Bunny songs and new. Everybody's like, I don't know who that is. I don't listen to that man. I can't name it.
The only reason I knew who he was is because of
WWE.
wrestling. Yeah, that was the only reason why. And even if I did, I'll be honest, I wouldn't listen to him because it's one of them. It's one of the mumble rap type of shit. In Spanish. It's mumble rap in Spanish.
And for everybody watching, Josh has Hispanic roots. Josh is pure American, but he's telling you this. Okay, yeah. Josh loves America. He loves the Bears. He's American, but so if anybody has a right to say anything about this, it's him. And his girl Monica is in the chat too, and she is absolutely Spanish. Or how are we gonna? Y'all told me saying Mexican was wrong.
She's 100%.
Yeah, she's
I'm a
100%.
50-50. She's 100%.
I think she was more upset about missing the Puppy Bowl, probably.
Yeah, she
She listens to
she
Bad
missed the
Bunny.
Puppy Bowl.
She listens to Bad Bunny though.
Oh, you in the chat, Monica? All right, you familiar with his albums and songs? Like you know him that well? While we're waiting for her to respond.
Let's
Yeah,
take a look at Phil.
yeah, that's the one thing. It's like I don't. Phil's night.
Well, Monica, half the Spanish people I watch on the internet say they can't understand him. Can you understand him, or is it because you have listened to it 80 million times you memorize the words?
She listens to it to work out.
Yeah,
That was the one defense I heard everybody saying. Oh, his beats make up for his horrible lyrics or lack thereof words. I'm like, that's not good. That's not good. That's like saying I'm going to tell the drummer, look, she says not too well. There you go. And she's 100% Spanish.
Yeah.
Not too well.
Yeah, but it's not my. I can understand him. Yeah, well.
I'd like to go over the facts too. This man is a gender fluid dress wearing guy. Okay, this guy is gender fluid. Means he's not a man or a woman. He can go any way sexually.
Yeah, well,
I know that's personal preference. Don't come yell at me in a dress saying that.
But no,
the question was, man, was that Lady Gaga with him?
Yes, she did come out for a second. And by the way, just before this guy lit the American flag on fire in his dress while he Mr. Gender Fluid. Yeah, let's not forget that. Not at the Super Bowl, but he lit the American flag on fire. Some uniform.
Did not know that.
Yeah, he lit the American flag on fire in a poofy dress, with sleeves, with a poofy sleeve dress. Yeah, not the kind of guy. See, there you go. It's more beats and rhythm, and I can agree with I can agree with that because the number one selling music in the world is, and we call
video
it
game music.
What?
Video game music.
Actually, no, it's not the number one selling. We call it world music, and it's because it's cultural. It's music. It's the beats. World music sells. The problem is, and there she goes with Ricky Martin. But you've got Latin influence and Spanish and all of those beats. Yeah, that sells. Soulfly was so popular in its early days when Max Cavalera left Sepultura, and it's because they did that. They did the world beats in metal. You got so many cultures that can get down to that, and it's addictive. And you got so many people that feel it just goes back to older times, huh?
That's why everybody loves the Roots album.
The Roots started that, but that's another. Some of it has world beats, some of it, but Soulfly went heavy. Now today, Soulfly is more metal. I don't like that I think Soulfly should have stayed with the world beat music. And I think Cavalier Conspiracy should have went more into the thrash and all, and keep that over there, and not mix everything together. I think it should have been, but now it's all over the place because Max don't give a shit because he's in like 3 different things and he's got all his kids with him, and But
Cavalier Conspiracy. Then you got Soulfly still, and then you also have
Nail Bomb.
You have the other one. Not Death by Degrees. You got the other band he's in with his son singing. I feel like it's Death by something, but there's an album or 2 with them.
I mean, he's all over the place, though, man.
Oh yeah, of course.
They're from Brazil, for fuck's sake. I mean,
yeah.
Spicy Phil didn't fizzle out. Spicy Phil
Spicy Phil.
Oh, I know he's out because he talking about all this, he'd be all about it because he loves his metal.
Yeah,
but don't we all?
He's out, bro. Like legit, dude. He is stone cold out.
Supposedly they moved all day today. They moved all this stuff. It was the deadline, and like I say, he's off Mondays, Tuesdays. So
With that Superman logo shirt, he should have like spicy Phil on the sides.
yeah, I tell you what, I'm gonna
He's
save
out,
that.
bro.
I'll save that piece of news I got for tomorrow and see what else I can dig up because we kind of coming to the end here.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to say it earlier when a lot of people were on because it would have got a lot of attention. So I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. But a possible, in my opinion, the Rumble match I would give the shit the most about is being rumored to happen.
Next year.
No, this year. 42's this year, right?
Or WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, for this year.
What WrestleMania match are we dealing with?
A newcomer against a legend.
Oh, but Femi versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, thanks for spoiling it, Mike.
Uh,
Let's give him a hand. Yay, Big Mike. Yay.
Yeah, we could talk about that tomorrow, but
Right,
yeah,
Mike just ruined it, but anyway. No one's listening right now, short of Monica anywhere.
Phil snoring again. Phil, this is your conscience talking. Wake up.
beef with cheese. Beef with cheese.
Big Mac, all you can eat.
Well, I'm sure he's happy if he got to catch up because I watched Stardom. He was behind yet last week with everything he was doing. And if this little girl was 12, I don't know what I'm talking about. But she was young. Her mama was at ringside. She fought in a tag team match. She must have been around the age of when Kenny Omega fought that little girl. And this girl sticks with this for 5 more years. By the time she's 2021, we're looking at a future champ. This little gal is young. She was fighting full-size women. And she's doing Hurricane Rana. She's working on her selling. I mean, this match went like 10 minutes.
Well, if you talk about a little girl fighting them full-size women, them full-size women still look like they're 15 years old. So,
No, not when you're this small. But I will say, when they bent her over the second rope backwards and stood on her head outside on the apron, that was insane. Yeah, they had her over the second rope, like her back was on the second rope, and they were standing on her head on the ring apron through the ring. That looked pretty sick.
That's gnarly.
It looked pretty sick. They were hitting her too, but she did really good.
Deep thoughts with Phil.
She did really good. I'm really looking forward to her future, her career, because if she sticks with it, what a start for her. And I can't tell you her age, but she's young. Yeah, they had her all covered up. She was dressed fine, not revealing, nothing like that. Her mom, I think that had to have been her mom at ringside trying to help her out. But yeah, they had her with a full-size regular, and one of the girls is way taller and more like American size than the other 3. So that really showed the difference. And she was against that one.
Damn.
I think her partner was the smaller of the 3 women.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see her future and where she goes. But if she sticks with it and stays healthy, by the time she's 20, with this early start she's got, and they had her on a show, not a big show, a small show, but on an actual show, I think good things.
Mm-hmm. Y'all have anything y'all want to show?
Oh, you bet. But Josh can go first because I cut myself somehow. And I got to wipe this.
I have like one thing, but I'll save it for tomorrow. Wait. So I got one thing, but so that I got to go upstairs and run and get it.
All right. I guess.
Phil.
Lord.
Phil. What, you got anything to show? Drool.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I tell you what.
But wait, babe. You need to make a meme out of that one.
All right, y'all ready to see some cool shit? Well, I tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show zero records. Y'all ready for that?
0 records? Oh, okay.
Zero records. I'm gonna show y'all some cool stuff here. That costs a lot of money.
You show us silver and gold.
First, I'm gonna show this off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What year is that?
1895 New Orleans barber coin.
Oh,
Yes, that is not for sale. That is staying with me. That was my cheap purchase. Then we've got this right here.
should make that into a necklace.
Fuck, I put no holes in that.
Yeah, you
Keeping
buy
that
it.
one.
Put that in there.
Then we've got this right here. You ready for this? And this is certified. This is official. Let me see if I can show y'all both sides. Y'all ready?
Oh,
Nice.
1 ounce.
9.999. It's 1 ounce silver bar.
Damn.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they put that on the outsides of it, but it's all in the plastic and all. But yeah, he had one left, and he had it marked at the old price from months ago. And after silver had jumped up, I said, "Give me that!" Like 8 people was like, he was like, "Nope, nope, you got it first." I'm like, "Damn right, I got it first." All right, we still got more to show. Y'all ready for some awesomeness? Ooh, that looks nice. So I'm seeing me showing it on the TV because it's delayed. I'm like, ooh, that looks nice. I'm turning myself on, yo.
That's terrible.
It's awesome. All right, y'all. Let me open this up.
He's hitting the desk.
Wow,
All right. I think y'all are gonna like this, but I'm gonna show the second side after. Y'all ready for this?
Ooh.
2 troy ounces.
2 ounce bar, but here's the back.
Get the That's cool.
Nice.
Old Nintendo fucking controller. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a little 2 ounce bar. That's all. And when you see the 999, that's as pure silver as you can get. Then I've been wanting one like this. I got all this shit I bought all this shit 3 weeks ago for the price got jacked up, and that guy's awesome ass collection. But are you ready for this? 5 ounce, baby.
Woo.
And
Nice.
he's a hefty boy. He's a hefty boy.
Nice.
That's money right there.
That's a silver towel. So the name, I probably will never have to have this minute. I'll probably just be able to be like, in 20 years, I'll probably be able to sell that to somebody for,
Couple hundred.
bruh, I got this thing for almost 500 for the price got jacked up.
Mm.
That's 5 ounces.
That's an air horn.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably, in a few years, it's probably worth 7 or 8. In like in under 5 years. We'll see what the market does, but yeah, that's no joke there. And then hold on, we got one more. I think maybe I'll show them. We'll see. I got some stuff that came into this did come in though. This is another silver towel.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the pretty one. It's another 5 ounce.
Ooh, nice.
That's another one that I think someone's gonna pick up as is, and I won't have to smell. Let the value rise and all that good shit. And then I wonder if I should show off these.
Wow.
That is not bars; those are coins. I have 10 Benjamin Franklin half dollars. All different. All of them just about are different years.
Nice.
Now those don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they all come in a little plastic. I'm gonna show you one. They all come in their own little plastic cases, but Yeah, they individually. I didn't buy enough for them to put me in a a tube like y'all saw my coins last time. But yeah, they come in these.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So yeah, I got 10 of these all individually. Like, let me take one out so y'all can see. I have no idea which one's the oldest. I'll just see if I can take one out. Come here, you. All right. Yeah, they have the Liberty Bell on them. These are Franklin half dollars.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they're all different years, but these are all 1900s, obviously. Oh, this is the year my mom was born, 1948.
Killer.
And the years go from, I have them stacked in there. I took them out earlier, but the years range from like, shit. I'm not sure if I didn't see let's see what we got here. Like this one is a, give me a year. Give me a year, Dick. That's another 1948. I mean, they're going to be around the years of Franklin, but I had some that were, I don't know, I'm tempted to try to see if I could find one that's a different. That's a 48 as well. So anyway, I got those for a lot cheap. These were only like $45 a piece. These were cheaper. So you either sell them like that or you smelt them, you know. But they're not as pretty as my silver eagles that y'all saw the other day. You know, those things y'all saw those were gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah,
you know.
them right there are $half though, man.
Yeah, the silver eagles were full dollars. Those are $95 coins and up right now. Yeah. But I had my choice. I took the Franklins. They had some newer 60s stuff. I said for 45 a piece, I was like, give me 10 of them. I was like, it's worth it. I was like, I'll just do. Oh, I do have one more thing to show y'all. It's not that valuable, but it was cool and it was cheap, so I bought it. And you never know, but I did a little copper. My boy said, "What you did? You got you some." He said, "What you did? You got you some wolf killers, but I got me some slugs."
Copper bullets.
Yeah, they're copper. They were 5 a piece, so I dropped 15 on that just to have them. Just to have them, and they're all individually sealed, like you see. So, yeah,
well, at least you don't have
my
to worry about werewolves, Jordan.
well, they're not silver. They need to be silver bullets for werewolves. They're not copper. Copper wouldn't do shit. Yeah, this barbacoin, I got lucky. Friend of mine, she was on and she asked about if he had any barbacoins. She's like, I only have one. It's a Nola, and I was like, sold. And I was like, I think I dropped $40 for this thing. It's got some wear. It's been beat up, but I'm not selling that. That's a piece of my history, you know.
All right. Mike,
Yeah,
I
I
got
know.
one request. Monica needs like a full picture of Phil
Oh, dude, that's easy.
for a project without the chatting in there.
Oh, okay.
There you go. There you go, babe. There's a full picture for you.
God, he's sleeping, man.
Mini me, mini me, mini me, mini me.
We're bad people. Y'all know that?
Speak for yourself.
It is funny.
I never claimed to be no angel, but I do love. God, I love this little thick ass silver town bar.
All right, all right. I think we have enough of it.
I love this thick ass one, the one out the 5 ounce, the little thick like wafer. I love that thing. I could like pick it up every time I walk by it.
She got it.
Wow. Already to call it a night, man? Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
We'll meme that. This
Is
a
it midnight
film
yet?
Review.
Is
Yeah.
it midnight yet?
It's midnight.
All right. I hope everybody tunes in tomorrow. We're gonna get retarded for my birthday.
Get retarded for Fort Jordan's birthday. He turns 89.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jordan. Happy birthday.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was supposed to pick up my Burger King crown over the weekend, but my dad fucked me up and made me forget, so I have no crown.
You know what? I recently went to Burger King, and after I bought a meal, they said, "Do you want a crown?" I'm like, "No." It just kind of threw me off. I'm like, now I'm thinking about it, I should have got it.
We should all have crowns.
No, not till after my birthday. Me.
Ew, man. Good lord, dude.
This bag is. I just put all this in one bag. It's nice and heavy. I'm gonna have quite the collection when I add the arrowheads and the 10 silver eagles and the one prospector and the other shit I forgot that I own that's picked up.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
Hey, didn't laugh from squirrel.
He gets better and better at it. Huh?
ladies and gentlemen, we're not just food to eat. We're also
We're food for the ears, baby. Not this
That's
food.
right. And y'all get ready tomorrow. We're gonna talk a little more about wrestling. It's my effing birthday. I have more vinyl to show, including a bunch of stupid good shit that came in last week and this week. Josh, you're gonna shit your pants. Get your toilet paper ready. I got some really cool stuff that's come in. But yeah, just like my bag of trinkets. It's mine is mine. And it's yours, like it or not, it's mine too.